what's up? And welcome to another episode. So, what's been happening this week? Well, I can tell you this week, if you are in the southern part of Australia, particularly in Melbourne and other southern areas, it has been very, very, very hot. So we're all struggling through the heat at the moment, and I'm currently having air conditioning issues, so hopefully that'll be sorted out soon. So we've been able to get this particular video together anyhow, and let's get started. Now, following on from last week's episode, I've had a request that you guys want to know a little bit more about how I do the green screen and how I do the background, replacing the green screen with a brand new background. Now, I promised to cover a little bit more about that in this episode. Bearing in mind, this is not a tutorial series, so I won't be going into too much detail. If you would like, I can create a new playlist with some tutorials or covering some step through things that I can do. Some of the things will involve some of the tidying up I'm doing with the previous behind the scenes footage from last year or the last 12 months. So let us get started. Now, firstly, I take some video footage that I have recorded with existing background, and yes, I have a small green screen, which is a bit short, it doesn't cover the full video behind me, and then I upload that footage, the raw camera footage, and it is an MTS file from this particular video camera that I'm using, to software, online software called a CapCut. And so I will go online and log into my CapCut account, and then I will upload this particular footage into CapCut. So that is a media that has been uploaded there. Then I will go and try and create a new video using that footage. Now, that is very important to do so because there is an option around to just deal with the background, blank it out, but that only limits you to a short amount of the video. So to get the full length video footage that you want to blank out from the background, you actually need to create a brand new video project. CapCut is really good in doing that. I have found it very problematic if I'm trying to edit videos. It serves my purpose for blanking out the background. So after I load that video, add it to the project, then I can go and select the background color. Now, I need to make a notation here. Last week when we tried to change colors to make it a bit better so that it wasn't the green halo around the outline, there was a bit of a problem upon when we were trying to replace that color with the background. If you get the color too dark or too much in line with what you've already got in the foreground, it tends to also do funny things and half blank out the foreground, and I had to go through and reload the entire edited and finished video because I couldn't fix it afterwards. The video was already late being released, and then reset the background color. So I'm finding at the moment that green works best. Now, there's a couple of different levels of green. You can get really, really bright green, which we had before, or I can get a paler shade of green, and that seems to be working a bit better. We can select that paler shade of green as the background color, and once we've done that, we can then go and use the tool, and I believe it has inbuilt AI, which is very helpful, that can then just replace the background. And then you will see that the background is now all this new paler shade of green. Now, one of the things to do with that is if you're having the raw footage, the beginnings or the ends, if you're entering the video or exiting the video or whatever it is, it tends to sometimes get a bit confused about what is the foreground and what is the background. But it seems to remedy itself once you are really doing the video. I will then export this video with the new green background into an MP4 file. I will select the exact settings that I want to export it as or import it into my software Kdenlive. So it will export, I will download it, and then it'll just go into the normal browser download folder. Now, when I were talking about browsers, you will notice that I'm currently not using the Firefox browser that I normally use with the fancy music design or theme associated to it, because it doesn't run too well in Firefox. I find best performance for this in Google Chrome. It will export to the normal downloads folder that you have set up for your browser, and from there you can put it into the folder that you want to put it in. Once you've put it in the folder, then you can import it, like I do, into a Kdenlive video project. Once I put the video with the new background into the Kdenlive video project, then I can use what's called a chroma key effect. Replace that with a background. Now, what I have to do is I have to adjust the video footage, the main video, to be on a separate, on tracks above the main track. Therefore, the middle track underneath is where the new footage is going to go, that's going to be the background, and it has to be behind the main footage. Voila, we get a brand new background. Now, this concludes the brief demo of that. As I said, this is not a tutorial series, so I hope that is enough for anybody to get started. And like I said before, if you would like me to do a quick tutorial or a walkthrough, a proper walkthrough, I can create a new playlist on my channel for those purposes. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to do so. Now, I mentioned in the last episode that I will have my intro for my video blog series ready to show in this episode. Well, let's waste no more time, because it is all done and ready to go. So here it goes. Now, if you're liking the content on my YouTube channel, if you're liking this video, please be sure to hit the like and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, if you want to be notified of any new updates when they become available, make sure to hit that notification bell. You can go and view some of my other videos on my YouTube channel, and you can start with the videos right here. And until next time, we'll catch you then.